Have you ever... Oh, boy.
What?
No.
No, what?
No, just, like, weird experiences. Like, when you've dealt with someone, and then that night they kill their family, and then you realize you dealt with that person, like, 12 hours before they murdered their family.
Whoa,
That's weird.
What's this story?
I've told you. You know who he was. I don't want to say the name, because I don't want people to go looking into it.
Oh, is it the thing from way back in the day?
Yeah, we were kids. He was older than us.
Right. Okay, but generally speaking, a kid that went to our high school...
Yeah, we weren't in high school at the time. He was grades above us, but same school system.
Right.
I didn't know him personally, but dealt with him in a public situation at his job, where he helped me. And then the next day, he murdered his family. And then he was on the news, and it was like, oh, that was that kid that helped me at that place.
I don't remember this story.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you told me this.
I told you this. It's just a weird feeling. I mean, I didn't know him. I know people that knew him more personally, so it's
right. But
that's even weirder.
You talked with him the night before.
Yeah. I mean, just knowing that is just kind of bizarre. I mean, he was very pleasant, actually. He was very polite and very helpful. Killed his family. The next morning, so I just... happy stuff, everybody.
Yeah.
We say really great things about our hometown.
Our hometown is a goddamn nightmare.
No, it's got some nice stuff. It's got a really nice Indian restaurant that I'm in love with.
Yeah, we have one hole-in-the-wall restaurant that's pretty good.
Oh my gosh, we didn't eat there this week. I'm sad.
Now that I get the fucking bracelet.
Anyway, murders are sad. I'm not trying to make light of murders, but it's it's kind of a weird thing to have happen.
Yeah. Kinda spooky. This dungeon is a big dungeon.
We didn't really... Did we go to school with anyone that's murdered anybody?
I'm sure we did.
You think so? Yeah, well, because sometimes, like, I'll hear stories like that, like, people in my parents' generation will be like, oh, yeah, that person we went to school with, and then they ended up offing so-and-so. Like, I can't think of anybody that we went to school with that has... You know, like, our grade specifically.
Right. Who has committed...
Like, something that bad.
The worst crime you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that I can think of offhand. We should be the first.
Oh, God.
Not kidding.
We've got to do it, like, before, like, right before our... We didn't make it to our 10th reunion.
Yeah, because...
We need to wait for a reunion, and then show up at it, so people can go, oh, those fucks, they did that just before we saw them again.
Just before. It should be just after. What we should do is we should go to the reunion, and then right afterwards, like, murder-suicide or something.
Each other?
Yeah.
Can we work it out where I murder you and you murder me, but then we both kill each other, or we kill ourselves? How does that work?
I think that's... It doesn't. I think we could duel.
Duel?
Yeah, we, like, get pistols and at 20 paces, like, shoot at each other until one of us dies, and the winner kills himself.
I don't have much pistol experience, mostly rifle. I have a little handgun experience.
Like experience with little
Not
handguns,
dueling.
or... Right.
With handguns.
Well, I think we'd be at relatively even footing then.
Okay.
Because I don't have super pistol experience, but I've shot one.
Right.
I like how we're just planning our murder-suicide on the internet. We're not serious. Disclaimer, we're not serious. We're not going to kill anybody.
No. Nor each other.
No.
Maybe ourselves.
We just have morbid senses of humor. Like Mark always says, learn to laugh, bitch.
No offense.
No offense. Learn to laugh, bitch. I like Mark.
Oh, Mark. Mark is silly. I'm kind of sad he didn't perfect his homemade eggnog.
Oh, yeah, how did that go?
What? I don't know. He told us it wasn't worth trying.
Oh.
But that he was going to work on it. So that I will have to try it one day.
I like that he's learning a skill. The skill bee.
That's cool. I hope he keeps up with it. I hope he honestly learns to make really good eggnog. Or even if it's shit eggnog, I'll still try it. Mark, I will still try your shit eggnog. It doesn't mean I'll drink an entire glass of it. Unless that's the new challenge.
Oh, boy.
Oh, is that going to be next year's? Maybe we each make our own eggnog.
Oh God, no, please. And then we have to, like, whoever can stomach the most of it wins.
Yeah, something.
I don't want to lose my King Christmas title to that kind of bullshit.
Oh, you don't want to try to make our own eggnog? Cat, you're bumping the microphone, dude.
I mean, I guess I could. Oh, do you hear that monster? Listen. You hear the roar?
I do.
That's Ganon.
Why is he so screamy? He sounds like our cat in the bedroom.
He does.
Your cat is like going crazy on the mic right now.
Can you, like, shoot her away from it?
Can I shoot her?
Yeah, shoot her with a gun.
Hey, Cakey Pants.
Until unto death.
Come here, Peepa. No, she really likes it. Come here, Peepa. I want to know. Here's what I want people to comment. I want people to comment, like, you name your pet something, but then they don't get called that ever. And then that becomes their name, but it's not really. Well, like Cake.
What is your request?
Okay, for instance, like Cake. Well, her full name is Canadian Cake Face.
Yes.
But but Cake. It's Cake. Cake or Cakey.
Yeah.
But then I started calling her Cakey Pants.
Uh-huh.
Which then got shortened to Pants.
Mm-hmm.
So now she gets called Pants a lot.
Uh-huh.
She still gets called Cake, but I mean, like if I say Pants, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, for some reason, and this one I don't know where it originated. For some reason, our cat Nero I call Moo, M-O-O.
Yeah.
Like that one, I don't know where that started. And so
Okay.
then when we got the girls, we called them Mini Moos, which got shortened to Mimu, which got shortened to Meeps. Like silly stuff like that. Like I like name transitions.
Okay, so what is your question? Like,
I
you're
want to know
asking-
other people's pets' name transitions.
So, like, how other people have bastardized their own naming conventions?
Yeah. Like, what's your pet's name and what do you actually call them? And why? Or maybe there isn't a why.
What's funny is because, like, if you give somebody, like, a human being, right? If you give a human being an alternate name.
A human being, yeah.
It's considered a pet name. But if you give a pet a name and then give it a name that's not its original name, is it still considered a pet name?
Right.
Or is it a pet name?
I don't know. Working with people that name pets, like there's so many that come in and they have this big long name for them, and it's like, okay, but what do you call them? I'm getting off track.
Go for
already.
it. Go for it. Rant on.
We had one come in and I wish I could remember the name, but it was this really long, silly name, and it was a silly name. But they were like, but we never call her that. And I said, okay, well, what do you call her? And they told me, and it was a shortened something.
Right.
And it's still silly. But they wanted me to, like, put the entire thing in her record.
What was it?
I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. And, like, in that case, I'm like, well, can I just put what you call her? Because if we call you and are like, we're looking for this animal, and you're like...
That's not what we call her.
Yeah. Like, why give that to me in the first place?
Yeah.
That was a rant that probably made no sense, but...
What? Don't your coworkers hate our cats' names, or do they love them?
No, they like them.
Okay.
They love Canadian Cake Face. I don't like Mr. Lewis because you introduce everybody to her as Mr. Lewis. And she is a little girl cat. And you're like, give me a lecture about genders. And I know Lou doesn't care. And I know gender isn't all that important in the long run. But she is a tiny she-cat.
She's like the most feminine cat in the entire world.
Yeah, she is. She's like the most petite. She's not even 6 pounds, you guys.
Adult-ass tiny cat.
She's 5.8 at her heaviest.
You have to get me a good picture. I can put it in there.
She's adorable and tiny.
But her full name is Mr. Lewis.
Yes, because your sister... Okay, so we got these kittens, Cake and Lou, when they were like 2 weeks old. Showed up to the clinic. Somebody found them out in a field. Couldn't keep them. At the time, we had Nero and Sita. Sita's my old cat that I've had for half my life. And Nero, just junkyard cat. And Alex was always talking about how he wanted a cat of his own.
Well, I had a cat of my own a while ago, but it had passed.
Right. And Sita was obviously mine, and you have no affinity towards Nero whatsoever.
Right.
Like, he's my abusive boyfriend douche cat.
Right.
He's gotten better. He's better, you guys. He doesn't abuse me so much, but he used to.
I used to hate him because of that.
Yeah. But he's still kind of a douche. But he's like, I don't know. He's kind of one of those jerks that you love anyway. But
me.
yeah. You don't bite me in the face.
Not when you're awake.
Right. No, he doesn't anymore. He's some of his bad boy ways are a little better. He's still kind of a grumpus. But anyway, long story short, Alex missed having a cat that he could kind of call his own. So these kittens show up at work. And I remember sending you a message asking if we could take them in. And you said yeah. And they were just little baby peepers, 2 weeks old, just barely have their eyes open, need to be fed by bottle every couple hours. Thank goodness there were only 2 of them.
Yeah.
Because I swear you'd feed one, feed the other. By the time you fed the second one, you'd be back around to having to feed the other one again.
Yeah.
Which is an exaggeration, but like if you have more than 2...
Little bottle-fed kittens.
Oh gosh, I mean, unless multiple people are feeding them at a time, that's work. Right. People who foster kittens and litters and have to bottle feed, like...
Right, like Kitten Academy.
Awesome. Yeah, you're awesome dudes. So yeah, 2 was a lot of work. Originally we were only going to keep one of them. Alex decided from the beginning that the little gray one was his, which is Cake. Somebody was supposed to take Lou, but backed out. And so we ended up keeping both, which was, I'm so happy. Because they're like pea pods. Little sisters.
Yeah, they get along really well.
And even they're going on 7 years old now, which is super crazy in my mind. And they're still like super close to each other.
This dungeon is a goddamn gauntlet.
Yeah, where was I going with this? Anyway, Lou's tiny.
No, that's not where you're going. You were talking about their names.
Oh, yeah, okay. So when they came home, see, this is why you are in my life, is to keep me on track. So the day that I brought them home, Alex's sister from out of state was staying with us. And she named them.
Yeah.
And this was before we were entirely sure what gender they were. We were fairly certain they were female, which they both are. But she went ahead and named them. Like, she had these names in her mind bank.
Yeah, she had these. Yeah, for some reason she had these names like locked and loaded. She's like, there has to be 2 things, and these have to be their names.
Yeah, so they got named Canadian Cakeface and Mr. Lewis. So there's the story of Cake and Lou.
Yep.
And they are the best little cats in the world.
They are.